Okay, so this is my first time seeing this, except for the leaks. I like to kind of be as fresh with this stuff as I can. I think the VP4 is going to take a while before some of you guys get to try it. So VP stands for Virtual Pedal Board. And this is literally my first time seeing one. Product is top secret, don't go talking about it on Anton's Andy. Okay, and then there's some stuff. So let's get a first look at it. So, if you're wondering about size, this is what I'm most first wanting to compare it to. So I've got a Boss GT1 here, so smaller than that. This is a Line 6 DL4, a bit bigger than that. And here's your normal sort of Boss pedal. So like 1, 2, 3 Boss pedals is about the sort of space it's going to take up. Hopefully that is sort of like a interesting, useful bit of knowledge for you, but that's kind of just what the size of the thing is like.
This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
It's powered by 9 volts DC, and if you look on the back here, it says 9 volt, 1.3 amps. We got MIDI in, MIDI out. Got a USB-C, SB-diff in and out, 2 pedal inputs, left and right input and left and right output. So I'm going to plug it in and see what it's like. Now, for the uninitiated to Fractal, it might be a little bit, I don't know, difficult to get across to you in this video just exactly how deep the palette of effects is here. Let me see if I can show you a little bit here. So we can see this is just the delay blocks, for example. So we go through and select like a good amount there. If we go into, let's try a multi-tap delay. I want to show you, we just get used to this. We've got, for example, like circular delays. Or we got Alan Holdsworth style. If I select like this. Okay, so we've got that going on. That sort of thing. We've also got like the Keeley Halo, so this is what I'll use for this part of the video. And then you just turn that on or off like that. So that's pretty cool. So I've got my delay now in here. I'm going to put in a bit of reverb. Let's choose like enter. So there's lots and lots and lots of different types. So Cloud Nimbus Stratus is one of my favorites. So we'll get rid of the... That's one of my favorites. So that's cool. Get in and edit that time and mix as you see. Select time, stuff like that. So that's... Right, let's exit that and then trails like that. So let's try then adding in maybe a drive, enter. If we wanted to add in a drive, you can see, as you'll know if you're familiar with the Fractal stuff, there's a whole range of great stuff in here. Blues OD is a really nice one. So let's set the gain. Very much a pared back experience to the normal kind of Fractal vibe. Okay, then we could add in a second drive, for instance, if we wanted a bit more juice. Enter. What should we go with? Zen Master, maybe, or Sonic Drive. So this is like an SD9. Take the tone down, level up a bit. Okay, so that's kind of like the effects mode. If we need to save this, so we saved this in location A1, enter, and you can see you've got 4 scenes there. So if you're running in scene mode, you could actually switch up the channels. So in scene mode, scene 1, you could have different things going on. And then, for instance, enter equals load scene. Exit equals cancel. And then we could change, for instance, here the channels, right? How do we do that? Type channel B over here, so we could have it doing something totally different here. So it could just be a Timmy with the in mid switch, something like this. So scene 2. Then we can just press save, enter. So that's pretty cool. So you could have like different arrangements of effects like that. Quite easy to use, quite straightforward, quite powerful. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a run through some factory presets so you could see what this is kind of capable of.
This is kind of like the example of what I was talking about at some point during the video, where you could have scenes which have different combinations of channels. On this one you can see here you've got stack and hold on pedal 1, and you could kind of do this. So have a controller like that, pedal 1, etc. It's kind of cool. That's a cool idea, just to be able to use Petrucci's kind of rack settings. Interesting. We've also got this here, so foot switch mode. We've got gig mode, which if you press the leftmost button, you jump up a bank or down a bank, and if you press the rightmost one, we go down or up, I think, anyway. But we can change it to custom mode, and then if we long press any of these, we can get, so say over here, I was like, right, this could be my tuner. Then you can actually switch between effects mode as well, so like mode select like this. I'll just show you on the unit itself. So now we've got tuner mode, so that's nice. How do we get out of that? Tap to exit. Or we've got here switching between preset mode, effects mode, so you can sort of navigate around in that kind of way. Equally, we could, what else we've got? VP4 bypass, we could use preset 1 down, or channel picker, so you could pick between different channels on each thing. So some different bits and pieces that you can do there with the foot switching. So I could set it up to be press and hold 2 to get back into C mode, press and hold 3 to get into effects mode. It'd be good to just have that sort of toggle between without preset mode, I think, for me. Maybe. Anyway, so that's that. We've got MIDI stuff, got remotes, global settings. You've got a full cable method which you can put on, and then that does other interesting things. Spillover, let's put delay and reverb on. Automatic VP4, no. Tap tempo mode average. Lots of different bits and pieces here, but you can see like it's a very fully featured. Just copy this preset. So save preset, save copy to 2. Yes. And then we go to this one. We're going to make a change in the reverb so that we can get some sense of what this spillover stuff does. Let's change it to so shimmer drives. So if I was to jump from you do get a little bit of a gap there between things because you're kind of changing the algorithm as you're switching between stuff, so that's worth knowing. But you will get some sense about how these things go together. So like if I wanted to throw together a kind of funky preset, I might do it very quickly like this. I don't know, what else could we have in here? Flanger. And then maybe that'll do for now. Just then we're in effects mode. So I got my compressor on. And if you go into the effect itself and type here, you've got some really awesome stuff here. So really straightforward setting stuff up like that. So what this, if we call this like funk board, then jumping between presets. So to get that to properly edit copy block, we'd have to put that in here, paste, but bypass it, and then I think we would be able to preserve that trail across. Just want to check one other thing. Have we got a looper in here? Don't think so. So that's one other thing that's missing. We don't have a looper. Double check on that, but yeah, so maybe not a looper. So that's kind of like how this system works. I'll come back to you later on when I've got access to some of the factory presets.
So yeah, I've got to spend a little bit of time with the VP4 now, and I suggest that the editor, a super seamless experience. Like with most Fractal things, editing on the unit itself is definitely possible, but possibly not as straightforward as the editor. 4 blocks, hence VP4, but you've got 4 channels available on each block. So across scenes, you could effectively have 4, subject to DSP, of course, limitations, 4 different channels for each. You can run 2 pitch blocks at the same time if you're looking to do that. But yeah, let me know how you're thinking this might fit into your rig, or if it would or not. Price, I guess, is going to be a question that most of you guys have. £700 or 850 euros. So that kind of premium Fractal price comes along for the ride. But yeah, most of the effects that you would get in an Axe-Fx or an FM3 or an FM9, you're missing the amps and the cabs. So what is this? Essentially is possibly going to knock something like the Strymon Trinity off of your board or something like that. Tell me how you think you might use this sort of thing, or if you would. I think there's a lot of stuff in here which is really difficult to get across in one video, so I'm going to have to sort of come back and revisit and stuff like that. It's just like a first impressions and stuff like that. I'll build some presets, I'll try and gig it, we'll see where we get with this. Thanks for stopping by.